Michigan at the 41. What a hit! Falls free, on the ground. South Carolina deserves to have it.
Seth Rollins just curb stomped Randy Orton.
And with that curb stomp, the future is now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 5-Star Podcast. Usually do some professional wrestling, but now we've got some grappling and some Greco-Roman style wrestling with the child prodigy. What's the nickname, little man?
Little Slick Bryant.
Little Slick Bryant. I've got Ryan here. You guys may have seen him. He didn't win $1 million, and we did a story on the news about how he didn't win $1 million. How's it going, guys?
Doing well, buddy. Appreciate you having us.
Hey, good to have you guys here. But we're talking about little man today. I understand you just finished the state tournament for some wrestling.
Yeah.
How did you finish? What'd you end up getting?
4th place.
4th place, and that's in the state, right?
Right.
4th place in the state. And how long you been doing it?
Since I was really little.
Since you was really little?
Yeah.
So how long you been doing wrestling, though?
3 months.
About 3 months.
3 months. So 3 months, and we've got this kid, number 4 in the state. But you started out as a grappler.
He did. He started out doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I got into MMA when I was about 17, and I've had little man here since he's been in diapers training. Been at Top Fight Academy for 2 years, so that's really where it started getting serious. Started competing Jiu-Jitsu, and then like you mentioned, he got into wrestling about 3 months ago, and just the experience from Jiu-Jitsu was able to catch her 4th place in the state, so I was pretty proud of that.
So what are the differences in there's a lot of similarities between grappling as in the jiu-jitsu sense, and then a lot of that transfers to wrestling, but what are the biggest differences?
I think the biggest thing would be submissions. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're trying to tap the opponent out with either some sort of choke or arm lock, ankle lock. Wrestling is basically put your opponent on their back, try to pin them, which is the exact opposite of Jiu-Jitsu. It kind of confused him, really confused him going all the way through the season. Worst thing you can do in Jiu-Jitsu is turn around and give your back up. In wrestling, that's what they want you to do. So we had a hard time with that adjustment, but he done pretty good. He's getting it down.
Pretty good. What do you like better, Maddox? Do you like wrestling or jiu-jitsu better?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. What do you like better about wrestling?
That's no gi.
No gi? What's a gi? That's the.
It's like a jacket.
It's like the jacket you wear. So what makes it? What makes it harder with? Is it harder with the gi or?
It's slower with the gi.
Slower with the gi, so you can go faster when
Yeah.
you're wrestling. Okay. So what kind of awards have you won? I know you guys brought a bunch up here. So tell us a little bit. I know this one is what seems to be the big one. It looks the coolest. So what'd you do to win this one? Come on, tell me. You don't have to worry about your dad. What'd you do to win this big belt?
Try my best.
Tried your best. Where'd you win it at? Naga. Okay, Ryan, we're going to go to you for this. So tell us a little bit about this.
NAGA is the North American Grappling Association. It's considered to be the world's largest chain of grappling tournaments. They try to put one on at least once a week in some major city. This one happened to be in North Carolina's North Carolina State Championship. He actually won first place in 2 different divisions. He got gold medal in the 6 to 7-year-old expert division, and then he got gold in the 7 and 8-year-old expert division, and they only allow 1 belt per child. I guess they're pretty expensive from what I hear, so we was able to snag that belt up, and then he also got him a gold medal as well.
So and these are also grappling?
They are. A friend, fellow jiu-jitsu competitor, Adam Gomez out of Georgetown MMA, he holds a lot of great tournaments for the youth, and when you win first place there, he hands out belts. And this one was actually, he won his division, and then he had a couple kids who were a little older, a little heavier, didn't have people in their weight class, so he come to me, asked if Maddox would be willing to grapple up. Sure. So he threw together a what they call a open weight division, and he was able to snag up a championship there as well.
So we were talking a little bit before we got started here, and you said that you got him into it because the bullying aspect.
Yeah, there's unfortunately, bullying's one thing that's not going to stop. Seems to be a big issue across the country. A lot of kids committing suicide because they get bullied, and this is a way to not only for him to learn how to protect himself, but it allows him to have friends. He can always go to the gym. His teammates are like his family. Caleb Helton, been his top teammate now for over 2 years. It's like his brother. 1 minute they're battling it out on the mats, next minute they're playing with Transformers when it's over. So he's always, I know that no matter what happens at school, he's always got the gym family to go to. So.
Yeah, and we mentioned Top Fight Academy. That's where you work out, and that's where he started. I've been with you guys a little bit, and something that it was always intimidating to me getting to think about. I always liked MMA and grappling and jiu-jitsu, and I always respected it, but I never wanted to get into it because it just seemed really intimidating. But when I went up to the gym, there was nothing intimidating about it. It wasn't as much trying to beat people up as it was really learning a craft, making friends, bettering yourself through this, and it wasn't as intimidating at all when I got into it.
No, it's not bad. We try to take pride in making the gym that family type atmosphere. One thing that we stress is it's not about who can you beat. It's can you be better than you was yesterday. But a lot of good things going down. I think me and John, as the kids coaches, we've got a good mixture of that. John is the serious instructor. He's the guy that's teaching these kids a super technique, and then I'm kind of the clown. I come in and relax these kids, and I play the games with them, and I'm the one that's down on the mat doing the crazy flips with them, and it's a good mixture. It's a good mixture for the kids.
Yeah, you also mentioned earlier about the health aspect of it. So do these kids have to make weight and stuff? And
they do, especially when it comes to wrestling. We didn't really realize how much the weight mattered until we got him into the wrestling, and since then he's actually wanted to clean up his eating habits. You weigh in the day of the tournament, and of course the lighter you weigh, the smaller kids that you have to grapple against. So he's I pack his lunch for school, and he's went from candy bars and chips to cutting up fruit, vegetables, drinking water. So he's learning at an early age how important it is to fuel the body with what it needs to succeed, and I'm proud of him for that.
Good stuff. So Maddox, next year, what are you going to do at state? You going to win?
Yeah.
Win first place. But I hear that the first place and third place in state were also guys from around here?
They were. The first and third place, there were 3 kids within the region that got put in the same bracket. And the only 2 kids to beat Maddox in the state the entire season was those 2 kids. We've actually made good friends with them. They're great kids. The parents are great. And they have super work ethics. Eli Jones and Peyton Logan. We've actually built a friendship to where we're going to be working out with them during the off season to improve all 3 of their games, and they're just phenomenal wrestlers. It was just amazing to watch those kids, to be honest with you. What they can do at that age, unbelievable.
All right, well, guys, it was great having you on. Should be up in a few days. As you guys are watching this, we recorded this on Tuesday, so but should be up and in plenty of time for you guys to watch it and enjoy some grappling. Is there any tournaments coming up soon, or?
There's one coming up this weekend. Actually, it's a jiu-jitsu tournament, but I don't know if we're going to tackle that yet. He's been in wrestling mode, so I've got to get him used to kind of getting out of the wrestling habits back into the jiu-jitsu habits. But we do plan on getting back to North Carolina and defending that state title as well as the West Virginia state title.
That's what I'm talking about. Good to have you guys on here.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
Thanks, big guy. Thank you guys for watching.